and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to what I think is going to be a very special day. I got up at Sparrows this morning, it was still dark. I've had a 2.5 hour drive to my rendezvous with the guys from Lovecars, because today we're going to play at being Top Gear presenters. So this is a behind the scenes vlog, if you like, from my day of filming today with the Lovecars channel. I'll put all their descriptions below. So we've got 3 quite cool cars and a really interesting premise for the video. So it all started off when a friend of ours, Bradley, so he bought very recently a Mitsubishi Evo X FQ400, almost the last car made, and a one of one. It's a really cool car. It's got some literally unique bits on it. It was spec for one of the directors of Mitsubishi, I believe. And we wanted to do a film on it, so we thought, well, let's try and do a film with a bit of a story. So that's why I'm sat in a Subaru WRX STi, because for the lifetime of both cars, they've always had this brilliant rivalry between each other. So we thought we'd kind of compare if you like, the last of the Evo 10s with potentially what I'm saying is the last of the WRXs, or the Impreza, if you like, before that. And then we've also got a Ford Focus RS, because we want to see if that car, if you like, its modern day equivalent, of the Impreza and the Evo, whether that can take on the mantle. We've got a full film crew, we've got chase cars, we've got drones. We should have an amazing day today. And I thought it might be a bit of fun to kind of take you behind the scenes. I'm going to get to drive all 3 cars, and it should be really good fun. So next stop is a service station on the M5, where I'm going to meet Paul from Lovecars, and also Bradley, who is the owner of the Evo 10. Found Paul. Well, we have arrived. We've parked the cars up in line. There is the Scooby. There's the Evo I've been telling you about. We've got the Focus in the kind of, I think that's the best colour for a Focus. And the chase car we got today happens to be a Civic Type R, which is pretty cool. And then we've got all the guys over there from Lovecars. We'll probably introduce you to them as the day goes by. We've had a bit of breakfast. I think the next stop is to probably head off. There are some brilliant driving roads very close by, but let's just take a run down these cars and have a bit of a look, because they just look wicked this morning. From this angle you kind of get some major wingage. We just wander down the line. Evo's pretty big. I have to say, I think the Scooby is probably winning, because it is just, that's ridiculously big. Focus RS, that's actually pretty subtle, and I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but this Type R wing actually looks quite subtle in comparison to all the others. Wing off! So we've had a good look around the cars. We've decided which car has the biggest wing. It's a very close one, to be honest, but I thought you should meet Paul from Lovecars, so come on camera, mate. Good to meet you finally. So the plan for today is, I'm doing a behind the scenes shoot of your shoot, and you're doing a behind the scenes shoot of mine.
Behind the scenes, we're behind the scenes, we're behind the scenes.
Yeah. Basically, we've got 4 epic cars together. We've got lots of cameras. There's a drone somewhere. I've got one as well, and we're going to go and find some amazing roads.
And we're going to do the who's got the biggest wing bra.
Yeah. It's the only time I've ever looked at Honda Civic Type R's wing and gone, that's actually not that big. And we've got to try this thing out, because that looks
They all look incredible, actually. I'm excited. Nice roads, yeah, amazing cars. Should be a lot of fun.
Let's get some fuel.
Oh yeah, we need that.
Get driving. Are you filming me? Are you filming? It's old Pradas. Evo does look really, really cool. Those pops and bangs are just so immature. So next stop, we are in Convoy. Next stop is to get some fuel. Gotta say that Evo, I've seen lots of pictures of it, but to see it actually in the flesh, it's quite a car. And it's a really interesting mix we've got now. We've got the kind of the plan for the day is evolving. Hadn't realised that we've got a Type R coming as well, so we're kind of just going to explore all of these cars. Certainly kind of have a comparison of Evo and Scooby, think about the RS, but it's very, very cool to have all of these cars together. And we've got the Jace car now kind of doing some filming. Are you putting V-power in that? Diesel. See, look, I'm being filmed filling up my car. This is a first. In fact, I'm filming myself filling my car up. Oh, now I definitely feel like I'm on top gear. Radio.
Petrol and Lovecars. We love you, Pedro. We do. Oh, Pedro, we love you. What do you think?
Breaker 19. This is Petrol Ped.
Tango Whiskey Delta 219.
Now I so feel like I'm on a Top Gear shoot. We've got two-way radios. So we've got a bit of a drive. First of all, we're now going to Minehead, which is a 20-minute, half-an-hour drive, because there's a really nice place to take some shots of the cars. And then from there, there's some really cool driving roads, and that's kind of why we've come to this part of the world. Right, let's go. Oh, so here we are on it's pretty greasy road surface, but we're going to have a bit of fun. All legally, of course. So one of the things about following this Evo is they were known for being pretty smoky, and that's certainly the case. It does like sticking out some fumes out the back, but it's a pretty rapid car. Something like 400 horsepower, 0 to 60 is about 3.5 seconds, and it should on paper be the fastest car here. So I've got this car in Sport Sharp mode, and it does have a little bit of lag, this car, so you need to kind of keep it spooled up. So the Sport Sharp mode just sharpens things up a little bit, sort of sharpens the torque curve up, and it is a pretty responsive thing. The gearbox in this car is really close cut. The gates are very close together. It's nice and notchy. You do kind of have to get used to it, otherwise you find yourself putting it in the wrong gear like I just did there. But yeah, very cool. And we're just, this is a nice bit of road now. We've started to get some flowing corners. We've got the Evo in front, Type R behind, and then behind that the Focus RS. So let's slow down as we go through this village. So it's really kind of an iconic thing, being sat in a Subaru following an Evo, and you think about the kind of rivalry these cars have both in world rallying, and I guess I was always more of a kind of Colin McRae, Richard Burns type guy, you know, so really like the Subaru. Obviously Tommy Mackinnon drove in the Evo and was massively successful as well. And then that rivalry went from the rallying world onto the road world, and you know, they've had such a fantastic kind of head-to-head over the years. And it's a shame to see them be almost a dying breed, really, and that's kind of what you think about the Focus behind us. That's the new you know, rallying four-wheel drive high performance hatch, but it is sad to see these two slowly but surely being resigned to history because they're great cars.
So we have arrived at Minehead. So we basically lined up the cars there. We're doing a bit of a photo shoot. It's quite picturesque around here. You've got obviously the sea that way and Butlins Minehead over there. So yeah, we're going to take some pictures of the cars because I think they look pretty cool here. So we got Paul from Lovecars going live to his
we got
Facebook.
26 people watching as well.
1.5 million followers on Facebook.
This one's fun. This is what we've been doing all morning.
We've got the cars lined up. We're doing the wing challenge.
Following the focus, going to the next location. I can't remember where this is, but the next location we're going to get the drone up, I think.
So we've come to a place called Porlock Weir, and I have to say it's absolutely beautiful. And we're taking the opportunity to park the cars up and kind of do a bit of sort of stills work, video work, and some drone work. But I thought it would be a really, really good opportunity for me to show you around this Mitsubishi FQ400. It's a very, very special car. Now we'll have a bit of a walk round. The owner Bradley is nearby, he is the expert, but there are some really cool special things on this. They only made just over 30 of these anyway, but this was a complete one-off made for one of the directors of Mitsubishi. And if we have a quick look at some of the features that stand out, I'll kind of walk you around the car briefly. So I guess we start off at the front end. You've got the most outrageous front end with that full carbon splitter. These side skirts are completely unique to this car, one of one. And then if we actually just pop the door open and have a look inside, it's the interior that's quite special. You've basically got this fantastic blue highlighted interior. On the doors, those door cards are normally just plastic in an Evo. They are completely unique to this car. I just think it looks absolutely wicked in here. Very, very cool. And then if we kind of just go around the back, you've also got one of the most aggressive rears of a car. You've got a big carbon diffuser, central mounted exhaust. This car's kicking out around about 400 horsepower, 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds. It's also got, completely unique to this car, brakes. Absolutely stunning. I love the alloys too, but everything about this car is aggressive, and I just think it looks the business.
Okay, that was fun. So we are now heading off to another location. So the thing I'm getting from this is you go to lots of locations when you're doing proper filming. Okay, so we are going up the steepest hill ever. 25%. I have to come here on my bike. And it's a bit alpine actually. Bloody hell. Yep, it's steep. What a bit of road this is. This car comes alive when you get it on a decent stretch of road like this. We're now kind of heading over sort of Exmoor way. What a day this is.
I can feel the wind, baby! So we've pulled over this amazing location. We're literally just come onto the moors. We put the drone up and we're going to do some drive-by drone stuff for Lovecars film. So we're basically going to do a bit of a convoy up this amazing road. This should be good fun.
Photo bomb!
Photo bomb!
This is cool. Very, very amazing bit of road. There's a superb view of the sea. Just a beautiful piece of tarmac through the heather, and we're just gonna drive up here and get some slow drone shots. We're not doing anything too quick. When you come on a photo shoot, you have to have walkie-talkies. I've decided it's the law from now on. First thing when I get back home, I'm gonna be going onto the internet and buying some walkie-talkies. Wow, what a road! Jeepers, that is quite something. So it's my turn to have a go in the Focus RS. A familiar place. I've driven one of these before, and they impressed me massively. I think they are brilliant, brilliant cars. I guess my only worry about them is there's a whole bunch of pretty well publicised engine problems that people have had with these. So, you know, if I was to think about buying one, I would probably be a bit worried about that. But they are excellent cars. I'll put a card up to my Focus RS review I did, so you can kind of watch that if you want. But so the idea now, we're going to go out. We've swapped cars, obviously. So Paul from Lovecars is in the Subaru. Bradley's in the Evo. Paul's driven the Evo. So all I've got to do now is the next car swap. I'm going to have a go in the Evo, which I'm really looking forward to, I have to say. But yeah, very, very cool so far. Now, one of the highly childish things you can do in this car is it just pops and bangs. I know they're artificially created, but I just love them. It just adds to the sense of theatre in this car. Absolutely brilliant thing. So it's finally my turn to drive the Evo FQ400, and already I'll tell you, this car is a proper weapon. It is by far the fastest feeling car we've got here today. Oh my, man, oh man, this is quite something. This car's 5 years old, and it just feels amazing. It just sounds so menacing. There's not a huge amount of turbo lag, certainly not as much as there is in the Subaru. I didn't really give you my kind of impressions of the Focus, but I'm just going to have to concentrate now, because I think we're just going to have a bit of pushing on. It's got a really nice front end, and wow, it's got some pace. It sounds great. It's got a little bit of a pop and a bang just as you shift up, but none of this artificial stuff. It's there because it's meant to be. Really interesting. It's old school, this 5-speed box, manual box. Nice change though, and it just feels ace. This thing, wow, my goodness me, this is a proper car. Brilliant bit of road this as well. It's just an all-round package. The interior really is very cool. It's got, oh, that's a Type N, wowzers, what a road! And it's just got so much traction, and it's popping and banging, but not in an artificial way. It's just a brilliant, brilliant weapon of a car. And obviously it's not mine, it's a damp, greasy road. I've got the owner driving the Subaru in front. I think Bradley's quite enjoying the Subaru actually. But this is a brilliant, brilliant bit of road. Because you don't have to go all that quick down here, but because there's so many changes of direction, it's putting the cars really through their paces really well. I think the only thing I'd probably change, I'm not perfectly positioned in the car. I try and maybe get the steering wheel a little bit closer to my body. I'm kind of leaning forward a little bit, but in the short time I'm going to get to drive the car, then that's all good. Damn bits of road everywhere. What a car. I've waited to drive an Evo for so long. I've always thought they look really cool. To finally get to drive one, and to drive one that's this special,
Okay, so it's the end of the day. What a day we've had.
Oh, what an unbelievable day. Big smiles. This morning was a bit...
Yeah, we've just driven the best road, full of pheasants and slippy surfaces and but tight, twisty corners. So we've both done a film from today, and we both have our opinions about our favourite car of this lineup. We haven't driven the Civic, because the Civic was kind of here as a camera car, but happens to be an epic car as well. But I've driven one and they are brilliant. But out of these three, what do you think? I mean, don't give me your full opinion, because you can go over to Lovecars Film and see your full opinion. But let's do a rundown. Focus RS.
Well, what do you think first, and then I'll say what I think on my video.
Okay.
We'll swap notes.
Amazing, brilliant car. Love them to bits. Still very worried about the engine problems that they've had, but if you put them to one side, brilliant car. Quite disappointed.
Really?
Yeah. And it's my car for the week, so it's just it needs to have come on a bit in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. But it's still a great car, and it's really quick. But when you're putting it up against cars like we have, it kind of maybe in certain areas needs to be a bit better. But
the most comfortable of the three, for sure.
Oh, the interior is lovely, yeah.
Very good.
And I think looks-wise, it's probably got the biggest wing. Which is good.
Yeah, it won the wing game, and it's got the comfiest seats.
But the oldest car here, 5 years old, still looks brilliant, and it just drives brilliant.
You know what, I have to say, it's going to be no secret as well. There's no point even going to Lovecars, because I'm going to tell you now.
It's amazing.
That was good fun.
It's a really, I've saved the best till last. But anyway, so you guys need to head over to Lovecars Film when it goes live. I will put links and on my social media. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Ped. What a
brilliant day. It's been a good day.
Awesome
Superb day.
Can't wait for the next one.
You know what to do. Give this thumbs up, film a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comments below are always welcome.
Nice
Positive
ones.
comments.
Nice ones,
definitely.
please.
And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. Head over to Lovecars and subscribe to Lovecars for plenty more content to come. And you never know, in the future, we may well have another collaboration.
I think there's definitely going to be one or two to come. Something. Oh, a Subaru.
That's another
Hey,
Subaru just come back. What a great way to finish. Anyway, you take care, guys. Drive safe.
Thank you.